The river rolls on, good old mole, used to power mills, flush away foul and bring in the fresh. A basis for names, the right place to start. Good old mole. The river rolls on, under the bridge, joining with others, it's off to the sea, still where it was, the right place to be.
As a budding painter, I always have my camera with me and am always looking for inspiration from the world around us. Hopefully, my two most recent works reflect this. The ever-changing seasons bring new pictures. I especially love these as the trees were all starting to bud and the woodland was awakening from its winter solace.
I needed to open another chapter, still stumbling from one page to another, but hoping the destination would accept me and provide a space of exhalation, the start of something new. I stare as waters flow past, framed by windows of my new valley home, baptising, purifying, cleansing, allowing me to let go as a version of my past floats away, toward an ocean that's always called. I feel a new course being carved, opening me up to fresh experiences as I journey toward an unknown source, rooted anew.
It'd just be silly not to jump in and cool down, right? Devon life.
Well, I met my pretty little black-eyed dog.
Say word.
Down by the riverside.
Say word.
Down by the riverside.
Say word.
Down by the riverside. Well, I met my pretty little black-eyed dog.
Say word.
Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Well, I
Stayed
asked her
away
a
for
little
decades.
kiss.
Say word.
Down by the riverside.
Say word.
Down by
And
the
yet,
riverside. Down by the
I'm
riverside.
always pulled
Well, I
back to my
asked her
roots,
a little kiss.
the green of
Say
the
word.
countryside,
Down by the riverside.
to my home, my family. And now, it's my home, our home, dragged kicking and screaming, bulldozed into the 21st century. And the little town I love, what's happened to that? It's become bigger, too big, too many buildings. Not enough space for country living, not enough green air for breathing with ease.
Yeah, my wife and I moved here some 10 or 11 years ago now, and immediately liked the town. I felt right from the start that it had the look of something that someone had done a good day's work. It was perhaps a bit tired and a bit grubby, but pleased with itself and content with itself, and had no pretensions or superficial gloss. It was quite happy to be seen in its working clothes. and I've always liked that quality about the town.
The first 20 years of my life were spent growing up here in the town, where life was very easygoing and safe, and where we could play outside and where our parents could safely leave their doors unlocked. Travelling extensively as we did, and yes, to some very special places, somehow they never had the forever feel that South Molton always held for us. Perhaps heaven really is in Devon.
Every summer sight, stooks and shias harvesting, nature's always close.
Straining upwards to the heavens, a bleak view, stone grey against nature's blue. Ferns growing between the stones, jackdaws circling, curious, unsettled, unhomed. Midday, no hiding from the light.
11 a.m, 11th of November 2020. Lockdown. But COVID cannot stop the remembrance of the sacrifice of previous residents or cancel the respect which must be paid.
We walked together day after day with hats against rain, hats against sun, and we talked, and we looked, and we walked, and we thought. The lanes were empty, no traffic, just us. We marvelled at the hedgerows, the fields, and the distant views of a church tower. Wherever we walked we could see that great tower, a beacon to so many faithful over the centuries. Every lane points to it. Time stood still. We wished cars would never return. We feel guilty because we loved the lockdown.
What does South Molton mean to me? South Molton is the home I chose, the place I will raise my daughter. South Molton gave me a career as a jewellery artist and an income from the South Molton pannier market. South Molton is a beautiful, friendly and supportive community, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
She takes the market stalls, fresh produce, friendly gossip and lines them up, adding the warm South Molton welcome. Nearness and convenience come next and fit everything together. The table looks tidy. She likes tidy. Finally, she carefully picks up her chattering neighbours and puts them in the centre, stands back in thought, then makes space for more, for friendships she knows will come. There's plenty of room.
It would have been my golden wedding anniversary this year, so I've been here for 50 years. I like staying in the town, shopping locally, keeping the town going. I like to stop the lorries going through the town. I watch them sometimes when they go around the corner. How we miss the corner weather, I really don't know. Well, it's true, I remember that very well. Yes, I've just gone 80 now.
She sets the table for breakfast, reflecting on her journey here to South Molton. A chance encounter with a dreamy Devon boy she would still follow to the ends of the earth. Her cheeks are glowing naturally from the fresh air of the walk. Her bowl is overflowing with the simple joy of being close to nature. The feeling she's been accepted by a community, timid and wary to trust as a deer. She is nourished by the stories, the waves and the smiles of unlikely looking allies. She's learnt to be satisfied by these moments.
All the stall holders are like a community, supporting each other and not in competition. When you come to the market, you can find warmth and camaraderie, as well as great local produce, arts and crafts, where people who have never met before are happy to help you.
Honest, that's what South Molton is. Full of lovely, honest, busy people. What you see is what you get. Whenever, if ever, I feel a bit low or lonely, I wander into town. There is always somebody to bump into, to walk and talk with, to plan with, to help with, to laugh with, to cry with. Honest kindness. All these things have been closed to us during these COVID times, but it has only highlighted what for me is important and what I've missed.
South Molton is a more affordable way of life, a more friendly way of life, a better town than Barnstable, a way of life for me.
South Molton is a career opportunity, a way of learning tattoos, designs and people skills, a way of meeting old ears, fresh starters from every walk of life, a way of earning pennies, pounds and paying the bills.
A place apart, of wholesome activity and contemplation, of nature's challenge and reward, of camaraderie and solitude, healing and contentment, of achievement and failure, of beauty and bounty, a blessing.
We saw the South Molton church and I knew we were home. Coming back was always lovely. South Molton has lots of friendly people, helpful people, people I know, lots of them I feel safe because I have been here all my life.
Friendly town, but not too big. Its heritage and history is interesting. Its location is good because it's near Exmoor, the lovely valleys, river, heather and wildlife. The shops are friendly, all the important shops that you need are here.
South Molton, solid, welcoming, an unhurried sort of place. Centre like a hazelnut in a chocolate caramel to an area of arcing hills, deep valleys, some wooded, some bare, and streams in a rush to get somewhere.
Ash dieback. Ash trees are dying from the disease ash dieback, which is very bad. Animals. The cows give us milk, the sheep give us some soft wool, and their lives matter. Skate park. The skate park's thriving, with children always driving. It's so wonderful.